Before we begin the story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you more chilling tales. Thank you. And now, let's begin. The girl in the red dress. They say she waits under the motel signs, pale, beautiful. Her lips the colour of bruised roses, her eyes the colour of sorrow. Some say she offers love, some say she offers death. Most never come back to tell which it was. Part 1. 15 years ago, it was the summer of 2010. The air smelled of gasoline and dust. Elena was 17, dark hair, laughter like running water, the kind of girl who carried innocence in her eyes but wore it too proudly for a town that ate innocence alive. She was walking home after a friend's birthday, shoes in her hand, gravel biting her soles. The road stretched black and empty, the trees crowding too close on either side. That was when the truck slowed, 3 men inside. Boys, really, but drunk on cheap liquor and cheaper pride. They laughed too loud. They called her over. They blocked her path. The crickets kept singing while her voice broke the night. The woods swallowed her screams, and when it was over, they left her broken in a ditch, the stars cold and uncaring above. 2 drove off laughing, stinking of beer and sweat. 1 lingered, looking down at her face, not with kindness, not with regret, just confusion. Like he was staring at something that would follow him for the rest of his life, though he didn't know it yet. Her body was found 3 days later. The paper said she was brutally attacked by unknown men. It never said who, and the town forgot, but she didn't. Part 2. 15 years later, Julian was 34, a mechanic with cracked knuckles and oil stains that never left his skin, no matter how much soap he scrubbed with. He rented a 1-bedroom over the laundromat. He drank cheap whiskey to sleep. He forgot birthdays, forgot promises, forgot, most of all, that night. Or maybe he buried it so deep it turned to stone in his chest. Julian wasn't married. He wasn't loved. He wasn't remembered. Until the night he saw her. It was raining, the neon of the Pine Motel buzzing like a dying insect. He pulled over to smoke a cigarette, the drizzle spitting on his shoulders when he saw her under the sign. Red dress, pale skin, eyes too bright against the dark. She smiled at him, not like a stranger, but like someone who already knew him. Julian's throat dried. He stubbed out the cigarette. His hand trembled without knowing why. He didn't ask her price, she didn't offer. She just touched his hand, cold as river water, and whispered, "Not tonight." Then she turned, heels clicking, and vanished into the rain. Julian couldn't sleep for 3 nights after. Part 3. The girl in red. He saw her again the next week. Same place, same red dress, but this time she spoke. "Do you believe in ghosts?" she asked. Julian barked a laugh, though his voice cracked. "Ghosts? I barely believe in paychecks." Her lips curved. Not amusement, not kindness, something else. "Then you're already one of us," she whispered. The words slid into him, colder than the rain. He should have left. He should have never gone back. But he did, night after night, like a moth circling fire. Part 4. The first death. The first time he heard the news, he nearly dropped his wrench. Marcus, dead. The body found in a motel. No wounds. No blood. Just a face twisted in unspeakable terror, eyes frozen wide, as if he had seen something that turned his soul to ash. Julian stared at the photo in the paper until his hands shook. Marcus had been one of the 3. The thought came and went, too fast to hold, too heavy to face. He shoved it down, drank more whiskey, tried to forget. But when he saw her again under the motel sign, her smile was sharper. "1," she whispered, and her lips brushed his ear. 1 is gone. Part 5. The second death. Julian told himself it was coincidence. A car accident, maybe. Heart failure. Drugs. But when the second man, Anthony, was found dead in a similar state, Julian knew. He didn't admit it out loud. But something in his gut twisted until he vomited into the sink. That night, when he stumbled outside to breathe, she was waiting. Her kiss came cold, tasting faintly of iron. 2, she whispered. 2 are gone. Julian shook, his breath ragged. Why are you telling me this?" Her eyes glowed faintly under the flickering neon. "Because the 3rd is near." Part 6. Love in the shadows. Despite fear gnawing at his ribs, Julian couldn't stop seeing her. He bought her coffee, though she never drank. He brought her flowers, though they wilted in her hands within moments. He told her about his dreams, about leaving the town, about maybe starting a new life. She listened with silence heavy enough to drown him. One night, he whispered, "I want you, not for tonight, not for money, for real." Her expression flickered. Sorrow, rage, longing, hunger, all twisting in one face. "You don't know what you're asking," she said, but she didn't let go of his hand. And that was enough. Part 7. The newspaper. Julian couldn't sleep. Dreams stalked him. Headlights in the woods, a girl's scream, laughter that wasn't his but echoed in his skull anyway. One night, restless, he dug through old boxes in the attic above the shop. Dust, newspapers, forgotten junk. And then he found it. The headline screamed, "Local teen found dead after brutal attack." The photo was grainy. But the face, God help him, the face was hers. Elena. The girl he loved. The girl in the red dress. The girl who stood under the neon night after night. Julian's chest hollowed. His hands trembled so violently the paper tore. It was her. The realization slammed into him with a sick, choking wave. She wasn't just some woman. She wasn't alive. And worse, he remembered enough. The laughter, the headlights, the ditch. He had been there. Part 8. The realization. The next night he confronted her. "Elena," he whispered, the name burning like a confession. Her eyes widened just for a second. "You remember? I found the paper. It was you. 15 years ago. You were." He couldn't say the word. His voice broke. Something shifted in her face. Memories flickered in her, too. The way her expression fell, the way her lips trembled. "I didn't know," she whispered. "Not at first. I forgot so much. I only remembered their faces. 2 are gone. The third." Her eyes locked on him, but her voice cracked. "I didn't know it was you." Julian dropped to his knees, choking. "God, forgive me. Elena, I don't." Tears blurred his vision. His chest clenched until it felt like it would burst. And she wept. The dead don't weep, but she did. Because hatred burned in her, yes, but so did love. Part 9. The confusion. She should have killed him. She wanted to. But when she looked at Julian now, she didn't see the boy who laughed in the woods. She saw the man who brought her coffee, who touched her hand as if it mattered, who whispered her name like a prayer. Her memory said, "Destroy him." Her heart said, "Don't." Julian's guilt crushed him. Every touch of her hand was ice. Every kiss was a coffin lid. He couldn't live with it. She couldn't forgive it. And yet, they loved each other still. That was the curse. Part 10. The suicide. Julian left no note anyone ever found. He went back to the woods, to the ditch where the crickets still sang too loud. He carried rope, and his hands didn't shake anymore. The tree groaned as he climbed. The moon was a dead eye staring down. He tied the knot. He whispered her name. He stepped off. The crack echoed through the trees. And for just a moment, before the dark swallowed him, he saw her. Not in red, not pale, not broken, but alive. 17 again, smiling like the summer never ended. She reached out, and he reached back, and then the rope snapped him away. Some say if you pass the Pine Motel after midnight, you'll see them. A man and a woman under the neon sign. Sometimes they're holding hands. Sometimes they're staring at the woods. Sometimes they're staring at you. If you hear them whisper, don't stop. Don't listen. Don't follow. Because some sins never stay buried, and some love stories should never have been told.